Hello and welcome to matthewslywka.com. I'm your host, Matthew Slywka, and today I thought it'd be interesting to do a nice comparative tasting of three different Malbecs. Malbec is kind of the really hot grape right now, kind of the equivalent of what Shiraz was back in the last decade, but you're starting to see some Malbecs kind of coming on and in retail stores from other regions now, not just Argentina. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to see what the qualitative differences were between three different Malbecs from three different regions. So to quickly run through them, I got the Chateau de Chambert. This is from Cahors. For those of you unfamiliar with Cahors, Cahors is in the southwest of France, and it's actually the first place to put Malbec on the map. Back in Roman times, they actually first came into prominence, and they were known as the black wines of Cahors, and they were really in direct competition with Bordeaux. Malbec being the primary grape, there it's known as a few different names, one of them being Cot, but they really do make some excellent wines, and for somebody looking for a less expensive alternative to Bordeaux, Cahors could be the answer. The second wine is actually from Washington State. I wanted to try to get one from the States in there. This is from Waterbrook Winery. Nice little operation in Washington. Mainly known for their Cabernets, Merlots, and Chardonnays, but they really started coming out Merlot. They don't make a lot of it, but for what it is, it's very, very good wine. And then thirdly, pretty much widely available is the Catina Malbec from Argentina. And year in and year out, it's a very, very consistent wine. So let's go ahead and try these three wines. The first being the Cahors. Very dark nose, some like blackberry, Kirsch liqueur on the nose, touch of smoke, a little bit of earth. Definitely an old world nose though. Kind of get more of the same in the palate, the blackberry and the Kirsch liqueur. Interestingly enough, you can definitely tell it's going to age. So this could, you could definitely do 5-10 years in the cellar, and this would be a nice wine that could show improvement, but it's definitely drinking great right now. We'll move on to the Waterbrook. Definitely a new world nose on this. The fruit is, kind of jumping onto the glass, whereas this was a little more subtle, a little more feminine. This is a little more jammy and in your face. Definitely new world. It's a big difference between the two. There are some similarities in terms of the fruit component, but this kind of veers a little more towards the red fruits, where this is a little bit more towards the black fruits. A lot of nice cherry. Again, you get that kind of that Kirsch liqueur a little bit on that. Very nice finish. Very well made wine. The problem you have with a lot of the American outfits from Malbec right now is there's not a lot of Malbec planted in the United States, and the stuff that is planted, the stuff from Argentina is so inexpensive. Getting to at a price point that's going to compete with that is very tough. So hopefully we'll see more plantings of Malbec, especially in Washington. Washington seems to be doing a good job of it, and we'll see some more of those on the market. We'll go to the Red Catina. Again, very big nose on this, but yet different. It's kind of got the smoldering embers. Some red and black fruits. A little bit of raspberry, a little plum. Again, a very big wine. I mean, Catena is really, you know, at the top of their game right now. Again, similar to between all three, you get that Kirsch liqueur in all three. This is a little bit more fruit forward and a little bit more jammy than even the Washington wine, I would say. Nevertheless, it's a very nice wine. I would say if you're going to pick between the three, it comes down to a stylistic preference. The Waterbrook and Catena being more similar than different, and if you're more of a favorite of old world wines, I'd stick with the Chambert from Cahors. That'll definitely appeal to the old world palate. Although I would definitely say, you know, it's got more fruit on it than your typical Bordeaux. But the Waterbrook and Catena would be the choices for the, you know, the New World palate. Definitely, you know, I would keep your eye open on some nice alternatives to Argentina, just to try them and see what the stylistic differences are between the stuff from Argentina and whatever region you'd be trying. But here are just three good examples of three good Malbecs, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of these in retail. Catena is pretty widely available, but some of the stuff from the other regions hopefully will be, like I said, getting into retail stores. Thank you for joining me. Come back soon.